I don't believe in a colorblind world. First of all, I think anybody who thinks that we need to be colorblind in order to be cohesive and whatnot, you need to question yourself. Because if you can't recognize that you should be able to still see me as black and still think that I'm equal, then that's a problem. Right? I don't need you to ignore my race. I don't need you to see me without color. First of all, you can't see me without color. Nobody who's being truly honest with themselves or anybody else is going to look me in the face and tell me that you didn't notice that I'm black. That's not going to happen. So then you have to ask yourself, why is it important? Why do you want to like not recognize that I'm black? Like, what's wrong with it? Like, if you think that the label of being black is negative, that's more of a reflection of you. It's not a reflection of me, because I don't see it as a bad thing. I don't see it as negative. You're not insulting me by recognizing the fact that I'm a black woman. And you also can't ignore what that has meant to my entire life. That is an important, integral part of who I am. It has shaped my experiences. It's shaped how I'm perceived. It's shaped how I perceive the world. It is very, very important and integral to who I am. So you should be able to respect that. We don't have, you shouldn't have to ignore a person's, religion or their race or their nationality. Oh, why do we have to label ourselves as Italians and Americans? Why can't we just all be people? People don't say that. Nobody goes around saying, why do you have to wave, a flag from your country with pride? And like, can't we just all focus on the fact that we're all human? Does anybody say that? No. So then, therefore, why is it that we need to look at black people and say, well, why do you need to like highlight it? Why is this important? Aren't we just all people? No, it's convenient to say something like that. So you need to be able to recognize that you see color, and that should be okay. It should be okay to see color and recognize me for who I am, my experiences, what I've been through, how I see the world, and what it means. And you should be able to embrace it. You should be able to see the benefits. You should be able to see that getting to know me and my story and really truly understanding what being black means, that can open up everybody's minds. And if we all could be more open-minded, then we will get to a point where it's not that we need to be colorblind, it's that we truly need to be accepting and celebrate our differences. Celebrate them. And whether it's Hispanic culture or various Asian cultures and there's so many different cultures that are out there, strong Indian communities or as I said, like, if you're from different Hispanic cultures and Latin and this, like, we're good with that. But then in this country, when we're all of a sudden talking about black and white, now all of a sudden it's like, whoa, wait, this is a little different. It's really not that different. Once I was talking, I have a friend who's an Italian Canadian, and she, there's that whole like, oh, colorblind in the very beginning. But one day I said to her, do you understand that my black is your Italian? And she's like, oh. Like, she hadn't thought about that, that equivalent. Like, you're Canadian, right? But that proud Italian culture and what that meant from the food, from the history, the this and that, and all of those cultural elements that she grew up, holding on to and being very proud of, she had to understand that me being black is the equivalent of that. And then that made her think, and she understood. But a lot of people don't. And if you don't have these conversations with a person like me, because let's be real, you have a lot of people are surrounded by like individuals, people that look like them, might think like them, and you may not have ever had that conversation. with a black person like me who can break it down for you and make you think. And if that doesn't happen, then we stay in a certain mindset. So I don't believe in a colorblind world or a colorblind society. It's not needed, and it's not something I desire.